We just cannot wait to have our mornings with coffee on a porch that involve our little tiny house country paradise here. It's just gonna mean weekends for us for a little while. We've got some debt we're trying to pay off, and we need time and money and everything else to make this actually work. It could literally be 2 to 4 years before we're able to full-time move up here, and that's a lot of time. And this has also been in the works for like 18 months at this point. But I am such a planner, so I actually have a list of ways that we stay motivated, and it's kind of compiled from what we've been doing and what I'm keeping on hand for whenever motivation is super low. Number one, you've probably already been doing this. Dream again, revise it, plan, keep doing those things because it's really fun. And what you'll find is that your plans morph over time to be a more complete picture of what's going to work for you and your family. I am a perpetual learner here. And one of the things that we're doing is learning as a way to stay motivated. So I'm learning about permaculture in particular right now. I really like the idea of trying to live more sustainably in a smaller way with a smaller footprint in a way that works with nature. And so while I can't do a whole lot in my little suburban HOA paradise, I am doing what I can. And so we've started gardens and we're planting trees and such. And because like I said, we planted some of these trees like 3 years ago, and they actually do produce fruit now, and we could actually be where we're at for another 4 years on the long side, we hope. But I'm still doing it. I don't want to end up here 5 years and absolutely not learning anything. And because everything that I'm doing there, all of those mistakes, that imperfect action is better than none. It's teaching me a lot that I'll be able to use when we actually do move up here and can make those kind of plans. And track your progress. This could be simple. So if you have financial goals that you're trying to meet as part of this plan, my husband is totally visual. He fills out this little Tetris thing, and one day we'll have the whole thing filled in and our debt's paid off. And that's a key milestone for us to move up here. If you don't have debt as part of what you need in order to make the move, it could be as simple as taking photos. When you're out of the property, take a photo. Take it again, take it again. Right now I'm filming in the winter and it looks very different. But it's so neat to kind of see how the land changes. First off, I'm able to kind of see the progress that we're making because we've done some cleanup and things like that around here. But also I can see how the land it transforms because it looks so very different in the winter. I can see things I couldn't see in the summer. And so I can incorporate that into that number one where we're dreaming and planning and revising. And again, do what you can with what you have. Do things to your current home. You don't have to wait and absolutely do nothing and spend nothing and everything else in order to get here. There is something to that tenacity that will get you there. But there's also something about making life worth living in the middle. And that's part of what we're doing. We've actually talked about building like brick ovens outside for bread and pizza and things like that at our current house. And we've never done it before, so we're hoping that if we do that, we'll have one up here also down the road. No, I haven't fully fleshed that idea out and whether it's financially feasible without being crazy. We're also not afraid to spend a couple $100s if it keeps our sanity in the middle. We're also not totally frivolous, so we'll have to see how that one pans out. And along the same lines, if you already have land kind of like we do, we come up here to mow. While it is harder to maintain 2 pieces of property, the current house that we're in now and then this 5 acres, we've actually decided that we're going to try to maintain like the front portion with a mower, and then we'll have somebody come out with a tractor every so often to take care of that larger portion. I am all about the community that you're going to live in. So we're not physically here yet, but that doesn't mean that we don't want to start building a little bit of a circle, even though things are tough right here at the early part of 2021 to do that. So little things that you can do. We go up to the local grill and grab some takeout, and we sometimes have a picnic here on the property. Sometimes we take our cash and go buy snow cones from the local snow cone stand. And while yes, it is February, the snow cone stand is open. Another thing that we've done to kind of integrate with the area a little bit is we've volunteered for Habitat for Humanity. It lets us give back to the community. We do have to drive to the next biggest town over kind of situation, but we still feel like we could end up working in that community. And so just starting to build a network in a way that's helpful to the place where you actually want to plant your roots is just good for everyone all the way around. While I know this is going to sound super cheesy, mimic what you're craving. So if you're just looking to experience that quiet, I don't know if you can hear it, but I do hear somebody's music and I hear chickens. But if you're looking for quiet, Go sit in the field and maybe don't focus on the chickens and the radio here. Like, I know this can be harder, especially with a family, but if you can just go try to experience what you're craving, that isolation, the being in touch with nature, whatever it is for you, you're actually letting your brain feel it and visualize it, and it just becomes more real even if it actually isn't. It's all about trying to feel those positive feelings now. You don't have to totally delay the feelings, even if you have to delay the tiny house or homestead adventure that you're working towards. Some of the things that we do in that space is, even though we generally come up here with the dog and the family, we picnic out on our property, and that just kind of makes us feel a little more connected. And we go camping. Going camping just kind of helps recharge our batteries so that we can keep going, dealing with a messy middle and staying motivated. And finding a tribe on a similar journey is also helpful. You can do this by making videos and watching videos. It's just a way to engage with others on similar journeys and being able to share and learn and all of that. Go ahead and subscribe so you're first in the know when we publish more about the journey.